Hey, how's it going guys? Manoyal here, and today as you can see finally the Dota 2 7.0 patch has been released and they have updated their website finally, and now I have decided to do a complete overview of this patch in today's video. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you enjoy, then please do give a thumbs up to this video. If we hit around 20 likes, let's say, then I will do a Monkey King overview and many other gameplay update videos from this patch. I have not yet got it since I don't have a test client, so we'll be just going through all the changes in the website. So with that being said, let's get started. So first of all, here you can see in the main website it says the 7.00 update, the new journey. Here you can see Monkey King, and it says here that the next chapter is about to begin, coming December 12th. The story of Dota is one of constant evolution, a history of growth immortalized in the battle wages by millions of players around the world. Now the time for the next entry in this epic tale has come. Today we begin the new journey. This patch is known as the new journey patch, and we get this badass here, Monkey King. Along with him, we get 4 arcanas, I guess, new terrain, announcers, and comics of Monkey King. We get new HUD, new pregame, new gameplay, and also many other updates, and we'll go through all of them in today's video. So let's get started. First of all, we'll be going through Monkey King. Alright guys, let's see what Monkey King is made of. So Monkey King, this is it, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Check out this little monkey here, and check these out, and here it's their king, Monkey King. The king has arrived. So Monkey King is a melee hero, is a carry and escape, and of course a disabler also. And I'm not gonna go through all of this text in details because that will be really boring. So let's just get on with the main stuff. It's his lore. You guys can check this. So here, these are his abilities. So let's check this first ability. It is called Boundless Strike. Monkey King enlarges his staff and slams it against the ground, stunning enemies in a line and dealing a critical strike based on his attack. So as you can see, this is his first skill. It's like Earthshaker's Echo Slam, similar to that, but seems more powerful. Boundless Strike. So this is Monkey King's first skill. And the Viper's skin has been changed also. So let's go to the second skill. So it's known as Tree Dance. Monkey King leaps along the treetops. So with this ability he can jump on top of trees. As you can see here, he can jump from trees to trees and then get down. His second ability, known as Tree Dance. I guess it means dancing among trees or something. It looks pretty cool. His third ability works in conjunction with his second ability. It's known as Primal Spring. From his hidden vantage in the treetops, Monkey King leaps into combat, slowing and damaging any enemies in the area of impact based on how long he channeled. So basically, his Primal Spring ability is a channeled ability. When he climbs on top of a tree, only then he can use it. As you can see here, he just jumped down from the tree with a huge impact on the ground. That's the huge impact, and it deals great deal of damage if you channel it for long enough. Here it's channeling, and now it's a dead lion. That's pretty strong. So his fourth ability, it's Chengu Mastery. So Monkey King's fourth ability, Monkey King charges his legendary staff with power as he strikes his enemies, gaining bonus damage and lifesteal for a limited number of attacks. So Chengu Mastery is his passive ability. With this ability, as he hits his enemies more, he gains bonus damage and lifesteal. As you can see here, he's hitting the Viper and he's gaining bonus damage here. And he got the lifesteal proc. So I guess this is a really strong passive ability. Just from 50% health, he's gained huge damage. And here, his passive proc. And see that huge deal of critical damage, I guess. And the lifesteal, it's too strong of a passive ability. So Chengu Mastery is his passive. The next ability is called Mischief. It allows him to change his form. With this he can transform. You can see here that Monkey King can transform into a tree here. Right here he transformed into a tree. With this he can deceive his enemies. Whoa, look at that. He can even transform into items, and even the courier can transform into, I guess he can transform into, oh wow, a rune also. This is a pretty handy skill to deceive enemies, I guess. If you are being chased by enemies, then you can certainly transform yourself into a tree and the enemies might get deceived. So it's quite a handy skill to have. And next, finally, we have the ultimate of Monkey King, Wukong's Command. Monkey King blows a tuft of fur onto the battlefield, summoning a formation of monkey soldiers to join him in the fight. So with his ultimate ability, he basically creates a battle arena. Here you can see, and he spawns his illusions, and he deals huge amount of damage to the enemies. I guess it's a great team fight ability, really strong one. Wukong's Command. I would really love to use this ultimate. Looks pretty badass to me. So those were the abilities of Monkey King, a total of 6 abilities, one being passive and the others were active abilities. So now let's get on with the other things. Here we have Monkey King's comic. Here you can see Monkey King's comic, but I won't be going through the comic here. You can just check it out yourself. I'm just gonna go through the main things. You can even download this comic here. So let's see what else has come. Now you can see here a new terrain has come, especially because of the arrival of the king. And I guess you can buy this thing, and till January 13th you'll get a 35% off, and it does not expire. Pretty cool terrain for the king. And here you can see 4 arcanas for the Monkey King. Form 1 is known as Timeless Tale, the white colored one. Form 2 is known as Rumble in the Deep. It's kind of a like sea background, something blue colored arcana. It's a green colored Immortal Path. And the final one is King's Crucible. And according to me, the most badass one is this 4th one. Looks pretty good, but I personally like this Rumble in the Deep. This looks pretty cool. Well, everyone has their personal choices. Here you can see his arcana in action in his ultimate. So these are some of the things that are included in his arcana. You can buy them now, but I cannot buy them. I don't have that much money. We also get Monkey King Announcer Pack and Killing Spree bundle with that. So those were all the things we can get with Monkey King in this patch. Now let's check out the new HUD. The HUD has been changed in this new patch also, and it's pretty cool looking. New HUD, you can see here, this is the new HUD here. The ability icons, the health and the items here are showing smaller now, and here you can upgrade your abilities easily now compared to before, and these attack, damage and all are showing over there. So let's see what were the changes. The top bar and minimap has been changed. So here you can see quick read minimap option. Here use the new simplified background option to help parse the minimap more quickly. Scale the minimap to a size of your liking. So you can now basically change the minimap size to your preferable one, whatever you like, and it is quite friendly, user friendly. They have also added an indicator which will show friendly structure unit will be targeted before you teleport. Means when you are teleporting, it will be indicated in the minimap which unit, which friendly unit is teleporting. And here in the top bar, if you hold Alt, then it will display health, mana and buyback status of teammates. And in the here, access settings in game. Before this patch we could access the settings while we have to go outside of that game, but now from in game we can check the settings. That's pretty good. And here, one click level up. Thanks to this, whenever you were in the middle of a team fight, if you do one single click, you will level up your hero. So perhaps maybe you were around, maybe let's just say you were level 5 as Faceless Void, and you suddenly leveled up, but you were in the middle of team fight. Then with just one single click you can get Chronosphere, really handy. And here also there's something new has been introduced, hero talents and backpack. We'll be going in detail with this right now, very soon. And here also it has a new unit query panel, the side align unit query. You can gather info on other hero units and buildings without sacrificing any action on your own hero. So here basically you can click and check other heroes or buildings or units, whatever, but you won't lose your control to your hero. It means you can simultaneously check your own hero and whatever the other person you're checking. I guess it's kind of similar to League of Legends. It's pretty good. And here you can now check the whatever the mana cost is required, so you won't have to do the math now. And here basically custom user interface, you can customize the interface to your liking. And here it says equip legacy skins. It means that they have given new skins to 3 new heroes. They have given new remodeled skins to Viper, Slardar and Enigma. That's it. And here you can see this shop has been changed too. Here you can see that at the top it says starting items, early game, mid game, late game. Apart from that, it says here also recommended items and common items. This is how the shop has been changed. And you can even check the stock count inside the shop display, and we can check the buyback statuses if we press Alt to display our buyback status, including gold surplus or deficit on the shop button. And here it has been quite a handy change. So for example, if any of your allies were using the courier and you accidentally use the courier, then you won't have to type reuse the courier or something. You can basically just right click, there's an option now, so that the courier will just go back to this original person whoever had used the courier. That's really handy new feature. We won't have to type reuse courier please and all, and they will shout on us why you stole the courier and all. As you can see all those things in, I guess, Southeast Asian servers and all. Courier controls, we have adjusted the courier controls and added the ability to upgrade to flying courier without opening the shop. Yes, so now you can upgrade to flying courier without opening the shop panel. That's that. And I guess those were basically the changes in the HUD. And now let's see the other changes. New pregame. Now you can see this badass before the fight begins. The heroes are shown in this epic way. This is really cool. Pretty cool if you ask me. And here in the pick phase there are many things that has been changed, and now you can just select filter your heroes just like you do in the heroes section in the menu. It's completely similar to that. And here it says here the familiar filters. Now you can filter whatever hero you want to choose. If you want to play carry role, then here you can filter it, or support role, you can filter those heroes whatever you want to get. And here even when you're in the hero selection screen, you can check their stats and all. And this is quite a handy new change. After all of your team has selected whatever heroes they want, then it will show you the team composition, means how many carry players you have, how many supports you have, and whatever your team lacks or whatever your team has more. So for example, let's just say if you don't have an escape hero in your team, then you'll get to know. If you don't have, let's just say, any disablers, then you'll know. And it's almost always good to have a disabler in your team. And here you can even now you can get suggested heroes also. If you alt click a portrait, then it will suggest a hero to team. The hero to your team is here. Okay, so the hero that is suggested will be highlighted to your teammates for consideration. So, and here before the game begins, there is a strategy phase now. So now before the game begins, you can strategize here. You can, for example, here it says that you can now I guess assume in which lane the enemies are going. Sorry, I was just a bit off there. Here you can see he's selecting that he will go to the bottom lane, and he's planning. It's a planning phase. Here it says he assumes that the axe and the Zeus might go to the off lane, and he is planning to put a ward down there. So it's just a strategy phase. It's a new phase that they introduced, and now you can purchase the early game items even before the horn sounds, so you won't have to waste any time after the game has started. You can just purchase your starting items before the game has even started. So that's a really good change, I would say. It's really good. So now let's go to the next section here, new gameplay. Let's go here, new gameplay. Yeah. So alright, Roshan versus Ursa, huh? The new journey begins. Plenty of changes here. Now here you can see a new thing, hero talent. Basically at the levels here, at the levels 10, 15, 20 and 25, you can choose a hero talent. And for every hero these are different. For example, you can see here for Wraith King, in level 10 you can choose a talent for him. It can either go for 8 intelligence or 15 damage and so on and so forth, but the most notable one here should be undoubtedly the one at level 25. No reincarnation mana cost. I mean, seriously, this is game breaking. I mean, mana break, Phantom Lancer, no use. Now if you have this talent, no reincarnation mana cost, then literally Phantom Lancer anti-mage, no use of countering Wraith King, he'll just come back for more. This is sick, I would say. I mean, I don't know, 20% vampiric aura lifesteal would be good also, I guess, if the enemy team does not have any mana break abilities or something like that. But otherwise, I guess this is totally sick. No reincarnation mana cost. So at levels 10, 15, 20 and 25 you can select a hero talent. Here it's for Vengeful Spirit. You can choose either magic resistance or attack speed till level 10, and in 15 you can choose for more magic missile damage. And here at 25, magic missile can either pierce spell immunity or you can get plus 20% vengeance aura damage. So I'm not gonna go through all of them now. I'm just doing a basic overview of all of them. So Shadow Fiend is quite a notable one. Here I guess level 20 is quite notable. You can either get evasion or plus 2 damage per soul. It's pretty good. And at 25 plus 150 attack range is also awesome. If you buy a Dragon Lance also, then you will have a pretty sick attack range, man. Plus 150, total of 300. I guess how much Dragon Lance attack range gives, I don't have the idea right now. You can check. And also there is -7 seconds Shadow Rays cooldown option. This one would be pretty sick too, means you can constantly nuke at the enemies. And here Crystal Maiden, level 25 plus 200 Crystal Nova damage, that is awesome. Or plus 1.5 second frostbite duration. That's sick. Awesome, man. These are quite good. And here we can check ultimate levels are now at 6, 12 and 18. So from 6, 11 and 16 they are now changed to 6, 12 and 18. So now the heroes no longer have the attribute bonus ability. So heroes now have 4 talents as we already discussed. So if we do not get attribute bonus ability, so then what do we get instead of these attributes? I have no idea now, man. Reworked experience. Experience required to reach level 12 is same as the previous level 11. So pretty much the same things as previous things, I guess. Experience required to reach level 25 is the same as level 23. Pretty good and all. Alright. Experience table updated, huh? That's also good. Updated this. Gold bounty. Death cost reworked. Hero kill experience and all. Okay, so here it says that the experience you gain after killing a hero has been changed. There are a lot of things here that has been changed, so I won't go into too much details. So this is a notable change. Backpacks. Now you can carry extra items. So how it works is that items that are in your backpack are inactive and remain so for 6 seconds when moved from backpack. The backpack mechanics is that the items that are in your backpack are inactive, that they cannot be activated or grant passive bonuses. So items in your backpack are virtually useless unless you bring them to your inventory. And items cool down at only half the rate when they're anywhere except your main inventory. So the cooldown timer is increased. Disassembling items now tries to fill your inventory or backpack first before dropping to the ground. Alright, so these were the changes, and so these are the things related to the backpack which you need to know. So here it says the items can always be moved out of backpack with no inactivity timer when near a shop. Alright, that was pretty cool. And there has been few map changes in this patch also. So the Roshan has been moved. So move Roshan to new area near top power up rune spot. So there has come a new rune called the power up rune, and near that rune Roshan has been moved, and Roshan has become significantly stronger than before, huh? Attack range has been increased, armor has been increased, but okay, his HP has been reduced and his HP gain also reduced. So he basically gained armor and lost HP, and armor gain also increased. And here you can see a new building, shrine, added a new building type called shrine. It has 1500 HP and 20 armor. There are shrines near each team's secret shop and new ancient camp locations. Shrines can be teleported to. So basically you can use the teleport scrolls or TP boots to teleport to the shrines that are located near the secret shop or the ancient camps. So, and they will become vulnerable to be destroyed whenever all the tier 2 towers fall for the respective team. So when both the teams tier 2 tower falls, this shrine can be vulnerable to be destroyed. But till then you can use this building to teleport to. And they also have an ability with a 5-minute cooldown. So what it says here is that allied heroes can right click to activate it, generating a 500 AoE aura that lasts for 5 seconds. The aura provides 120 HP and 40 MP regeneration per second. Heal values increase during the game by 2 HP, 1 MP per minute. Activates once you are in melee range after right clicking on it. So you can basically use the shrine as a substitute to the your fountain, I guess, but it has cooldown also, of course, 5-minute cooldown, and they do not grant any vision and provide a 150 gold bounty on the team when killed. Okay, so now coming to runes. Runes are now two different categories: power up runes, haste, double damage, etc. Okay, so the runes are now in different two categories. Power up runes means all those haste runes, double damage, etc. runes, and bounty runes. And bounty runes now are no longer located in the river. Power rune spawns now occur at only one river location at a time. So it's similar to the old Dota 2 now, I guess, because in the old times also the runes spawned only at one site at a time. Yes, yep, maybe, because I am not that old player, I'm not sure, but maybe. So each of the 4 jungles now spawn a bounty rune every 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes a bounty rune. That's pretty good in 4 jungles. That's pretty good for an alchemist, I guess. But here it says Gravel's Grid Bounty Rune multiplier rescaled from 3, 4, 5, 6 to a constant 2. Okay, so they balanced it out. Just although they gave 4 runes, but now the multiplier is decreased to only 2 times. And here bottle now only replenishes 2 charges when filled with a bounty rune. So they have pretty much balanced it out. And here in the jungle, they reworked entire jungle terrain for Radiant Dire, both primary and secondary jungle, and all connecting roads. The primary jungle for each team now has 1 ancient, 2 hard, 2 medium, and 1 small camp. Pretty good. Previously it had this many, okay. And the secondary jungle now has, previously it had 1 ancient and 1 hard, now it also has 1 medium camp. This is pretty good now, I guess, for the jungling heroes like Legion. Pretty good, you can farm faster. The terrain layout has been changed, reworked the paths and hiding spots, reworked many ward spot locations and juke paths, added various juke paths near the map edges between tier 1 and tier 2 towers, alright. And just a tree distribution to the left of the top radiant barracks, alright, that's good. The neutrals were changed, so the spawn time has been neutral spawn time from 31 2 3 4 to this 5 7. So these were the changes to the neutral creeps. So now dying to neutral creeps now cause your hero to have a minimum respawn time of 26, equal to level 6 respawn time. Alright, and now ancients are no longer spell immune, and they now have 70% magic resistance. Well, this is pretty good now, I guess. You can use your magical spells on those ancients now. And the following abilities do not affect ancients: Arcane Orb and Chakram. Also, okay, so these 2 abilities won't affect them. And Midnight Pulse already ignores ancients. So neutral camps now have 1 mana regen. So previously they didn't have any mana regen at all, I guess, and now they have 1. Swapped Order of Ancient, Thunderhide abilities, Slam is now 3rd. Ancient Black Dragon abilities has been swapped Order of the Ancient Black Dragon abilities, alright. So this is relevant for Doom, because now if he devours this in dragon now, then he'll get different ability, I guess. Slam ability of the ancient is now 3rd, alright. So added new ancient neutral camp. So these are some new ancient creeps, pretty sick looking, and these things have 0% magic resistance, 10 armor, and they have aura that stacks, gives 10% lifesteal and 10 HP regeneration. Would be pretty good if we could use the Helm of the Dominator on them. And here, alright, there were many changes here. Prowler Salmon, passive autocast, causes next attack to root the enemy for 2 seconds, preventing the movement and dealing 75 DPS. Cooldown 15, active, can cast in 300 AoE. Alright, so these are the abilities and the stats of the other new neutral creep. And there were several other map changes. So Tier 4 towers now have the same regeneration as the ancient. Alright, the regeneration has been increased. And okay, so using TP scrolls no longer destroys the trees. It is pretty good, I guess, because if we used to TP on trees, then they would get destroyed, and I guess the enemies would become alerted that we were TPing or something. And these are not so relevant, pretty much. Alright, illusions. Now illusions give gold and experience bounties, so this is a big hit for illusion heroes like I guess Phantom Lancer and Naga Seren. This is a really big hit for them. These illusions provide 5 level gold and experience. Alright, and for example a level 15 illusion gives a 20 gold or experience bounty. Alright, this is pretty sick. Illusions attack damage penalty against the buildings increase from 30% to 50%. Okay, attack speed bonuses now work on illusions. Well, this is also good. Following auras are now generated by illusions. So now the Heartstopper aura, Precision aura and Essence aura can be generated by the illusions, so this makes them strong. So as a draw ranger, if you buy Mantis style, then your illusions will have your Precision aura. And here magic resistance bonuses no longer work on illusions. Alright, the following illusions have a constant bounty value rather than the formula above. Alright, so the juxtapose, the Phantom Lancer's illusions have a constant 5 gold or experience bounty. The Wall of Replica illusions gives a constant 5 gold or experience bounty. Alright, that balances things up a little bit. And there are many general changes. Alright, dispel mechanics has been changed, standard dispel mechanics and all. So here ability tooltips now list if they are undispellable, dispellable or dispellable only by strong dispels. So we can now see if they are dispellable or not, and I guess these things are not all that relevant here. So now the cleave mechanics have been changed. The battle fury, starting radius, ending radius and distance, these are different for different items or hero abilities, I guess. So this is Tidebringers, this is 7th Great Cleaves, not that much relevant in this video. Alright, these were alright. So now coming to the item changes. Passive block chances reduced from 100% to 50%. Okay, and passive block amount increased from 40 20 to 70 35. The Aether Lens range bonus also increased. Aether Lens specific cost increased. Alright, Assault Curious self attack speed reduced from 35 to 30. So this kind of made this item little weak. Aura attack speed increased, so the aura now grants 5 more attack speed. And the Bloodstone no longer reduces respawn time to less than 1 second. Okay, so previously you could have literally less than 1 second respawn time. Bottle has regeneration now behaves like blink and only dispels if actual damage was taken. Okay, now bottle, now this one we saw before. When we take a bounty rune, it will only replenish 2 charges. The Brazier's recipe cost has been decreased, and Cheese's mana restore increased. Clarity Potion behaves like blink. Alright, Crimson Guard has block chance reduced. Guard damage block increased from 55 to 60, and it now affects buildings. Bonus damage reduced from 81 to 76 for Deadless, and critical strike increased. Diffusal Blade can only target enemies now. Mana break on illusions reduced from 2010 to 16.8. Mana break on heroes increased from 40 to 50. Okay, pretty strong this item now. Diffusal Blade damage per mana burn reduced from 100% to 80%. Okay, now this is kind of making it weak. So Dragonlance, they're trying to balance out, I guess, Dragonlance. Previously it was 15, they reduced it to 14, then to 13, and finally to 12. So it got many nerfs. The drum of endurance item has been totally reworked. The swiftness aura is now a plus 20 movement speed aura. Okay, the intelligence bonus reduced from 9 to 6. Recipe now requires Sage's Mask instead of Ring of Regeneration, and provides a 50% mana regeneration, of course, if the recipe now requires Sage's Mask. And Dust of Appearance no longer requires a mana cost of 5. Enchanted mangoes on sale for 110 gold. Alright. Eye of Skadi is no longer unique attack modifier. That's big change. We can use Desolator and Skadi together now. The True Sight no longer granted to illusions. The Glimmer Cape cooldown reduced from 16 to 14. Regeneration increased of the Heart of Tarask to 7%. Healing Salve can act as a blink now. Okay. Heaven's Helvet slow duration increased from 4 to 5 seconds, and main chance increased to 24%. The Helm of the Dominator has been revoked, and it no longer requires 75 mana now, and Dominate now sets the converted unit to 425 movement speed instead of 350, so the unit now becomes faster, and Dominate can only have one creep active at a time. Okay, I guess it was similar to this. Okay, this restriction is regardless to the number of identical items. Okay, so even if you have many Helm of the Dominators, you can only have one creep active at a time. So that makes sense, I guess. Now the recipe and bonuses were reworked. Now it has been changed. Now it requires a headdress, gloves of haste, and a recipe. So it provides 6 all stats, 10 attack speed, 10 attack speed aura, 8 HP regen, and the Dominate ability, which is pretty good. Infused Raindrop cooldown increased by 1 second, and Iron Talon no longer increases the percentage of base damage. Now provides bonus damage against non-hero units. Okay, bonus damage now works against Roshan. This is pretty good now. I guess heroes with Iron Talon now can do Rosh pretty earlier. Ursa can do Rosh now, I guess, even earlier than before. Its cooldown has been increased. Okay, so this is a big hit on junglers. Now you have pretty hard time in jungling. Maelstrom has an internal cooldown of 0.2 seconds, and it's no longer a unique attack modifier. This is really awesome. It's no longer a unique attack modifier. So I guess now only the Morbid Mask and Desolator is left as unique attack modifiers now, apart from the hero abilities like Drow Rangers for stability or Anti-Mate's mana break. And Morbid Mask now provides 15 damage, and its price has been increased. Mask of Madness has been reworked, so it now requires Morbid Mask and Recipe, so its price has been increased by 100. It provides 15% lifesteal and 15 damage, and its active ability grants you that attack speed as usual. Okay, so while activated it gives you nerfs also. You are silenced and have a -5 armor, so that's pretty bad, not good. Okay, Medal of Courage has no longer has half value against Roshan. Okay, Mjolnir has an internal cooldown similar to Maelstrom. It's no longer a unique attack modifier. Okay, Monkey King Bar no longer provides attack speed bonus. Moon Shards in night vision has been increased. Alright. Okay, so the Necromonicon Warriors attack type has been increased from basic to piercing. Attack damage increased, and they have the mana break ability, which has been reduced. The Archer and Warrior armor type changed from hero to basic. So there are many armor types like hero, basic or tower, I guess. So their armor types were changed to basic. Necromonic on archer, mana burn cooldown reduced from 20 to 7. Alright. Oblivion staff, attack damage reduced from 15 to 10, and intelligence from 6 to 10. Alright. Octarine core no longer provides 50% mana regen. Okay. Alright. That is pretty bad. This item has been nerfed greatly. Poor Man's Shield, non-hero proc chance reduced from 53 to 50%. Okay, not that much of a deal now. So Quelling Blade, similar to Iron Talon. Radiance's damage increase from 50 to 60. Illusion's damage reduced to 40. The Rod of Artos has been reworked. Now uses a 1500 speed projectile rather than instantly applying. Okay. Cooldown increased from 10 to 16. Cast range reduced. Alright. The Sange maim slow duration increased from 4 to 5 seconds. And the maim chance increased from 20 to 24%. The Satanic has been reworked as well. Now it requires a Mithril Hammer also, along with the, and it now requires Morbid Mask, Reaver, and Mithril Hammer. So it also provides the old ability Unholy Rage, and I guess it no longer requires the Helm of the Dominator. The Shadow Amulet's fate time reduced. Shadow Amulet's cooldown on allies reduced from 10 to 7. Alright. Solar Crest no longer has half value against Roshan, similar to Medallion of Courage. Soul Booster no longer provides the 50% mana regen like Octarine Core. And the Soul Rings recipe price increased. The Talisman of Evasion's percentage of evasion has been reduced, and the cost has also been reduced significantly. The Tome of Knowledge experience has been rescaled. Alright. Urn of Shadows also. Regeneration now behaves like Blink. If actual damage was taken, then it will be dispelled. Vanguard's passive block chance has been reduced from 100% to 50%. Alright, that's pretty much a big hit on the tankers like Axe. Passive block amount increased. Vladimir's offering no longer requires the 300 gold recipe, but still has the same cost because Morbid Mark's price has been increased. Alright. Windless has its cost increased. Okay, so those were the changes to the items. There has been hero changes also. Abaddon's Mist Coil cast point reduced. Okay. Aphotic Seal cast point reduced. Alchemist. Okay, this has been rescaled. And these are their, I guess, what was it called? I forgot already. Oh man. The talents, alright. Hero talents. I'm not gonna go through them, all of them. We'll have a separate video based on that. So Antimage has got a scepter upgrade. So the scepter causes spell seal to passively block and reflect a targeted spell once every 12 seconds. It is disabled with break. It is quite a handy scepter upgrade maybe, because you are basically getting a Lincoln Sphere inbuilt with that scepter upgrade. Level 25 gives a 2-second blink cooldown. Alright. Okay, Arc Warden has been added to Captain's mode. Finally we're gonna get some action of Arc Warden. Okay, these aren't all that thing, many things, we cannot discuss all of these. The hero talents. We'll discuss the scepters. Alright. Bounty Hunter's scepter allows Shuriken toss to bounce twice on each hero. and bounces on every once, then bounces through each once again. So this gives Shuriken Toss a boost. Alright, Brewmaster has got a lot of changes. Drunken Haze has all these changes. Okay, and basically these are all of those changes. Most of these are hero talents, and Crystal Maiden's chapter has been reworked. Now apply the force bite to any unit that has been standing in the freezing field for over 2.5 seconds. Okay, so this is pretty strong scepter upgrade now, I guess. The Crystal Nova on the freezing field. Alright, this is really strong. Okay, so all of these are so many changes to Invoker there. Not gonna go through all of them now. Here Legion Commander has got what, level 10, so you can either gain +7 strength or 15% experience gain. These are pretty good. Level 20 gives her -20-second respawn time. Level 25 gives her 25% cooldown reduction or +40 dual damage bonus. Pretty cool. Lycan has been reworked, and Necro has been reworked. Alright, so there were many changes. I'm gonna make separate videos on these things, going all of these things in details. So now let's just quickly check the other things in the update, because now we're already really late, past 40 minutes in this video. And if you're still here, then I guess, guys, I'm really honored that you guys are still here after so long. And if you're here, then please guys, subscribe, man. I'm gonna release more of these videos in the future. Awesome videos are yet to come. Here you can see Slaughter, Viper and Enigma has their skins remodeled, and now they have got some graphical improvements also. Now here the trees has been changed, the grasses are now dynamic. You can see them flowing with the breezes and all. So basically these were all the changes in this patch, and those were all the main things. But although I did not go through the item changes or maybe the changes in the hero in details, but there are a lot of things that were changed. We'll go through all of these things in many other separate videos. So please give this video a thumbs up and like. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video in Facebook or Twitter, whatever. And please guys, make sure that you keep coming back to my channel. I'll upload many such videos. So with that being said, I'm gonna sign out for today. See you later.